Hey guys, my name is Esmeralda Aguilar, and this is my speech to basically try to convince you guys to stand up to prejudice behavior. For those of you who don't know, prejudice is a judgment on other people based on an opinion that is not based on reason or actual experience. Prejudice behavior could be anywhere you go. It could be in every hallway, every corner you turn, every street, every supermarket you go to. It could be anywhere. Perhaps a friend uses an offensive word, or a classmate or a peer that might be sitting right next to you implies that people from some groups are just naturally better than others, or a family member expresses anger or fear towards another person because of their skin color or the way they talk or the way they look. For most of us, such acts of prejudice make us feel bad because they violate our core values. We strive to treat people in fair, equal, and unbiased ways, and we get angry, upset, and frustrated when others don't follow this code of conduct that we all have somehow developed. So we all must stand together to stand up against this hatred. The first step to standing up to prejudice behavior is to notice it. A wise man once said that prejudice is a child of ignorance. That being said, what do you do to stand up to prejudice behavior? Do you stay silent, or do you stand up for this unacceptable behavior? Standing up to prejudice behavior makes you feel good, at least in my opinion, because it's better than always regretting and always thinking about what you should have done, how you should have stood up for her or him, how you should have said something, how you should have taken away the victim from the attacker. So I believe that standing up to prejudice behavior makes you feel better as a person than later on regretting that you never did anything. However, I understand that standing up to prejudice behavior might seem hard, but actually it could be easier than you think. You don't have to get physical or make a big scene. Sometimes all it takes is to give the people an out, indicating that you are sure that whatever they did or whatever they said, they didn't mean it in a prejudiced way. Unless, of course, they did. If they did, you must take the victim away from the attacker immediately, or tell a trusted adult. Tell someone you can trust to stop this behavior. Because you can't just stand there and do nothing and then regret it later on. That's not how it works. Before I like set you guys off, I like to remind you guys to be mindful of your language, to avoid stereotype remarks, and challenge those stereotype remarks made by other people. You don't have to get physical, like I already said. There's other ways to solve a problem. So I might be doing this video for my class, but I hope that you all know that I mean every word I said. So I hope what I said, you all take it to your heart and think about it. Thanks for listening. Once again, this is Esmeralda Aguilar, and that was my speech to basically convince you guys to stand up to prejudice behavior, because it is a serious matter in our school, in our society, and everywhere you go.